Hey people, Injured here for every 3 Faction War. This is Angstrom Heights and Orks versus Chaos Space Marines for the blue Orky team. We have GrimReaper as a Mekboy, teleporting hero that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. Alongside Morgan MLGman, rocking a Warboss, melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. And rounding us off, Rostam as a Kommando infiltrating hero that can shoot you, stab you and blow you up. Ork style begins range combat with a twin link shooter. This is the Death Skulls elite scheme, recolored red. Speaking of red, on a red team for Chaos, we've got Atlas as a Plague Champion. Starts off range combat with a damage over time bolter. Can get melee weapons of decent utility and support. Can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. Forced off there early on, the Iron Warriors elite scheme. YZ alongside a YZ as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero. Awesome control and manipulation, can get stuck into melee combat too. And rounded off the teams is Qwest as a Chaos Lord. Durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense and disruption, fights melee in melee combat. This is the World Eaters elite scheme, I believe. Lots of Daka in the mid. Angstrom Heights then, we have a contested VP right in the middle. And victory points natural for both teams in the east and the north. Very hectic map, pretty fun to play on. I would say that this power at the bottom is a little bit close to the HQs, having played this map a few times recently. It's not map breaking or anything, but would like to see that adjusted. Often you'll push through onto the power, start bashing it, and this guy's right back on you again. Can get a little bit frustrating. Usually massive fights early game here as they vie for control to hit those powers, because if you can hit the power with 2 players, then you can bash it fast enough before the other player comes out of their base. A good doom bolts on those double shooters, but here come more Orks. Double CSM for YZ, 1 with Eternal War. Heretics will engage these sluggers. Gonna be a tough fight for those guys though. They do have their burners up, gives them a couple of power weapons and a little health boost. Here comes some heretics from Atlas now. Aspiring champion on the way. Bad news for these shooter boys. These are Rostam shooters. Gonna go down if they're not careful. He's not watching them. Stun bomb goes off. Yeah. Shooter boys are done for. Shooter boys are done for. Didn't even need to doom blast. Big misplay from Rostam, but he's now getting stuck into melee combat with the Assassin's Knife, using triple shot to knock down the aspiring champion and peeling through those models. You see that green effect when a knife hits. That's not any kind of poison or anything. It's just for visuals. Warboss with a stomp and a smack. There's around 42 melee DPS, but he attacks quite slowly, this guy. So he delivers that DPS in big bursts, which can catch you off guard. Forcing off the Orks then. Painboy for Morgan. I was going to say, if there's a lot of melee heretics running around, Painboy can really even up those early melee fights and throw them in your favor. He's got a heal over time ability that can only target Ork units. Sneaky sluggers infiltrated by the Commando's global ability, getting in on these CSM, and as you can see, they're doing some work. Those burners helping to get their health bound. Can they get a model? Did they get one? They did. Heretics now coming in, forced to retreat. Plague Champion taking some left hooks as they run past him there. Are you going to throw a stun bomb, Mr. Kommando? There it is. Now getting suppressed by Havocs. Stun bomb does get the Heretics and some CSM. Here comes a Warboss using the Painboy to get in on the Havocs with a very acrobatic special attack there, just spinning around. Sword of Flame up for the Sorcerer. Painboy, 700 hit points, not bad. Not bad, but you can get focused down even in tier 1 pretty quickly. Is he going to get away here? Damage over time from the Sorcerer and the CSM, and he does go down. Painboy is on the way again though from Rostam. 454, 481. Havoc's staying in play there and able to set up again. What's this? Did they power bash? They must have. There must have been generators there. Now being rebuilt. Plague Champion caught in melee combat. Tried to use the Billis discharge from his bile spewer to escape there, but couldn't quite manage it. Painboy of Rostam coming in and helping out with that kill, getting a little bit of XP. Can now support these sluggers here, who are infiltrated again by the Commando's global ability, Hide the Boys, to get in on the Havocs, I guess. Does Atlas have another aspiring champion? No, YZ does not have one either. Sluggers getting onto those Havocs, catching them in retreats. Had to run around that object, and it might mean... Oh, they did get another model. They did get another model. A little bit of Nurgle worship there to help save those guys. Might have made a difference, because that last model was very, very low. Aiming what's that from the shooters and their big shooters. On-demand suppression, always very, very useful. Commando's level 2. Warboss with a nicely timed stomp. Looks a bit weird when he activates the stomp halfway through his special attack, since they have the same animation as you saw there. Billiard's discharge going off. Where is that plague champion? Oh, he's right here. We've lost the indicator for him after he went down. Just a bug with the replay. Commando's doing a good job getting into melee unopposed so far. They've got the Havocs off the field relatively quickly when they've been a problem. There's that tripper shot, just knocking over that CSM. In the grim darkness of the far future, you will be tripped over sometimes, apparently. Heretic trying to get into melee from Qwest with an aspiring champion. Gives them some more hit points. He's a Chaos Space Marine himself. Not sure he's too happy being stuck with a bunch of human cultists, but he can make them explode whenever he wants, which is probably fun. Noise Marines on the field for Qwest. Trying to get onto this power, I suppose. Can shake apart those generators very quickly with their Sonic Blaster. There's a big chunk of hit points too off these Orks. If we can shoot the sluggers as they come in, maybe. Or use it to shut down the shooter boys. But the Pain Boy's going to try and get on them. Raptors not jumping. Chaos Lord is in there. There's the Kill the Weak starting ability. And sluggers almost going down. Got away with 3 models, but there's well under half hit points. Noise Marines are going to get on the power here. And that's on Khorne Worship to speed them up. Might get a full bash here, Qwest. What's going on mid? Some Nurgle Worship. Some Heretics using their sidearms. Get into melee, fellas. There we go. Plague Champion goes down again to that knife. He might have used Assassinate on him. Really nice ability if you can get on like a squad of Marines or to finish off a hero. More Havocs on the way from YZ. I guess they lost the ones they had. Tier 2 for all players. Looks like Atlas will be the last to get there. And we did see full... Oh, and a decap. Full power bash and decap from Qwest. Should have sent something to the VP though. Missed opportunity to get that VP decap there, I think. Didn't need all of this to bash the power. Now he turns around and goes through, I think. Leveling up the CSM for YZ, both with Eternal War. Some Daka on the generator, takes it down. And there's that Bile Spewer again. Really liking this weapon at the moment. 426, 380. Stormboy's jumping. Looks like Raptors just jumped back too. They have their aspiring champion up already. Death Dread on the way for GrimReaper. Help chop down those Raptors. Maybe get on Red Team's power over there. Oh, Sluggers on retreat path. Can they get something? Can they get those Heretics? Very close to. 7 hit points, 6, 5, and down they go. They got them. Must have been a burst of those flames. Or perhaps the Slugger knob came up and got a hit. That guy has a 65 DPS power melee weapon. Takes down another Heretic squad. Heretics are replaceable. Kommando knob is down in the southwest. That is a zap on these Heretics. That will jump to nearby units. There we go. Just jump back to the Weird Boy. That's around 50 psychic damage, I think, when it jumps. And can be a pain in the arse because you've got to kind of stop what you're doing to split your stuff up. Not easy in the middle of a fight. Pain Boy trying to tie up the Plague Champion and save the power. Looks like there's still 2 generators here. Weird Boy will certainly help fight Atlas's army down here. Down to 3 units. Here comes a Dreadnought though. Plague Marine's on the way for Qwest to fight the Death Dread. Where is it? Here it is. Does not have burners and bits. Gives it those flamers to burn down generators, but it's still a melee walker with big splash damage and heavy melee attacks. Mark of Khorne CSM getting stuck in. Orks don't want to get caught here. 413 to 347 on the VP's Blood Maul in play from the Chaos Lord. Against Stormboys and Sluggers, pretty good anti-melee choice. Send them flying with the Demolishing... No, Sweeping Doom, that's it. Demolishing Strike is the Brother Captain one. Raptors, oh, almost got the Mekboy down. He's got his big shooter up. Blood Crusher on the way for Atlas. Rostam already has looters, so could transition him quite quickly to a beamy death gun. Might see a revive here from the Warboss, and it might level him to 4. He's getting his Cyborg implants. Already got the boss pole. Good choice, I think, in a hectic map like this. You get a lot of 2v2 fights. He'll be buffing a hell of a lot of stuff with that boss pole. There's a revive, and there is the level 4 Warboss. Markov Zinch on some CSM here for Atlas. Big anti-infantry damage. Basically your ranged superiority option in tier 2 for Chaos. 404, 328, 2-1 cap for the red Chaos team. These CSM getting caught way out there for way too long. Are they going to go down? Special attack? Oh, yeah, well, it was just the Blood Crusher charge, not a special attack. I thought they were knocked over by their special and then we're going to go down. Blood Crusher is a Bloodletter riding a Juggernaut, which is pretty fun. But that's a Power Claw Warboss, and the Blood Crushers don't have melee resistance. Look how quickly they go down. Wow. I mean, I know that was a buffed Warboss, but that was pretty nuts. Oh, a Beamy Death Gun was also getting shots. Okay then, fair enough. 386, 328. 1-1 cap. Why don't they have melee resistance? Would it really be that bad to give Blood Crushers melee resist? All of the people that play 1v1s are now screaming at the monster saying, yes, Indrid, it would. Chaos Sorcerer puts the coruscating flames on himself and runs away. Does it give him an actual shield that like reduces damage? Because it doesn't tell me on the tooltip. I thought it did. Just says, hey, damage and stuff. Slugger's trying to finish off some Havocs. Just the Slugger Knob and one fella left. Grenade Launcher Heretics coming out. Tier 3 for Atlas, Tier 3 for YZ. Atlas is kind of depleted right now. Doesn't have a lot of resources either. Big shot from the Weird Boy on those Heretics. Slugger's using Swamp'em. An ability that the Knob Leader gives them. Reducing range damage against them. And I think it increases their speed too. Plague Champion again being tied up. He's now got his Plague Fist. He was tired of being tied up in melee, but he still gets knocked over. Even with Armor of Pestilence, that thing knocks him over. Wow. 379, 328. Daka for the Chaos Lord. Did he get a cap? He got a decap. He got a decap. Atlas now getting some more Heretics. Nope, cancels it. What did he lose? Did he have double Heretics? Yes, he lost the Grenade Launcher Heretics. That Weird Boy shot didn't help, I bet. Doom Bolts flying in. Uh-oh. Looters might go down here. I think he's forgotten about them. Whoever that was. Was that GrimReaper's looters? It might have been. 361, 328 on the VPs. Morgan now has a Weird Boy too. Warboss fully kitted out as we saw, absolutely tearing that Blood Crusher apart. Level 4 Kommando, level 3 Mech. Got level 4 Sorcerer. Level 3 Chaos Lord also has Demonic Visage. Armor of the Inferno as well. And a very nearly level 3 Plague Champion. Getting zapped by a Weird Boy and running off. You would, wouldn't you? If a Weird Boy zapped me, I would probably leave the area. This is the Chains of Torment from the Robes of Torment. Great ability for those big team fights. Take them off the CSM. Nope, they live. Level 3 CSM, they've certainly shot a bunch of stuff. Heretics Getting way too close to a whole bunch of Orks there. Raptors might see them jump on the shooters. No, not jumping on the shooters. There's the jump. They're going for those fellas up there who are buffed by the Mekboy. 357, 328. More Daka from the north. Raptors barely getting out with 3 models there. They are level 3. Doesn't want to lose those guys. They've obviously done quite well. Warboss, sorry, the Weird Boy goes down thanks to the Chaos Lord's Blood Maul. He goes flying around a bit and then explodes. Never hits anything. Prove me wrong. Mekboy level 3 with Daka for some heretics. Can he get a model? Nope, seems to be kind of spread across a bunch of models there. 343, 328 on the VPs. Orks a little bit depleted here. Tier 3 now for GrimReaper and Morgan though. Plague Marines going for that contested VP in the northeast. Might have shot down a node with their missile launcher. Some pretty cool models for these guys. Nurgle horns everywhere. What's going on? Power being bashed. We've got some chosen Plague Marines now for Atlas. A unique unit for the Plague Champion. With these power melee damage over time knives. Explosions on death. All that good stuff. That good Nurgly stuff. Heretics are dead. But can these sluggers get away? He retreated in time. Nurgle's rot from the chosen Plague Marines allowing him to get these zombies up. I don't think you should retreat the zombies though. And they then explode. Chaos Terminators on the field for YZ. Not looking good for the Orks here. 303, 328. They do have a very powerful damage heavy tier 3. Chaos Sorcerer, that you live? Lives. A lot of damage for the Chaos Space Marines for the Terminators I should say, to worry about potentially in tier 3. Knob squads coming in. Flash Gits. But we've seen none of them so far. Morgan, not sure what Morgan's saving up for here. Could get either of them I think. I think Knobs are 500 and 100 to get on the field. He's going for Flash Gits. Hopefully we'll get those blasters up. Spamming Flash Gits he says, okay. It's effective. If you can protect your backlines, very, very effective. 278, 328 on the VPs. Another power bash here from Qwest. GrimReaper's been under a lot of pressure here. Blood Maul doing its thing. Chaos Lord is now level 4. Debuffing damage when he hits you. For how long does it last? 5 seconds. Special attack there. Might finish him if he's not careful. He does get the teleport away. Power is bashed and now decapped. Plague Champion now switching to his sword. Make your mind up. How many weapons do you want? Now going back to the Plague Fist. He's making it work. For those that don't know, you can switch back to previously purchased war gear for free. Although it takes 20 seconds or so. Here are the Flash Gits. And here are their blasters, also getting their Git Finders, which increases the range of their weapons. Chaos Space Marines level 3 with Mark of Khorne. Very close to 2,000 hit points. That's a Knob Squad though from GrimReaper. No upgrades yet, so they are vulnerable. Qwest getting in there. There's a Sweeping Doom. But everything got kind of drawn into trouble following the Knobs as they were knocked back. And Raptors go down. Slugger's getting in on them there. Warboss is level 6. And he very much likes a melee fight. The Terminators of YZ, without our weapon upgrade, they start with those Combi Bolters and Power Fists, which are plenty good, of course. We've got some subjugated sluggers, have we? Yes, we have. Tome of Subjugation. 207, 318 on the VPs. Chaos Terminators now for Qwest, getting the VP in the mid with Lightning Claws on the way. Taking shots though from these flash kits. Blasters do give them a 10% chance to be knocked over, and it usually ends up sending them back into the other models and knocking those guys over. Kommando thought about exploding with Kaboom, but changes his mind. Special shooter is up, and more power bashing from Atlas. 200 to 300 on the VPs, double cap here for blue. Have both the naturals. Mid is uncapped. Red team getting on it though with the Sorcerer level 4. Throws out a Doom Bolts first. You need to try and stay in cover when you see those things coming towards you, which is something I certainly need to learn. Plague Marines are capping duty level 2, and so is the Mekboy. Here's those Lightning Claw Chaos Terminator is a very scary sight, even for a Nob squad. They have their mean and green up, so they'll be able to stand up in there for a while. Might get some Mekboy buffs too with his super tough beam. Blasters doing their thing. Look at that. Ouch. Was that a last cannon I saw? It was. Noxious Cloud. Orks pushed off the southwest. Mid might see a big fight here. Subjugated Nob Squad. You actually do extra damage while they are subjugated, I believe. Like 25% more or something. Bad news for these shooter boys. Just broke free in time. Warboss getting frustrated by these Noise Marines and their cacophonies. Level 7. Smack. These Chaos Terminators ripping through Orks. But can they rip through a Nob squad? They are pretty low, having to teleport out there. They don't drop a model, but a Chaos Lord does go down. And with him down, you don't have that demonic visage going off, which is pretty powerful in the team fights. Hit something and everything else gets debuffed. Pretty good. This flash kit squad down to a single model here for Morgan. Needs to be careful. War truck up and just like driven to the center would be a good use of resources, I think. Weird Boy with his warp vomit, stopping those chosen Plague Marines in their tracks. Sluggers now getting stuck in to Heretics, taking some friendly fire from the Weird Boy, but they finish him off. Nicely done. Plague Marines knocked over, by the shotgun. Does that passive knockback. Commandos with Love the Daka. Chosen Plague Marines do some serious work here for Atlas. Going off in the mid though. Do these knobs get away? I think they do. Still over 100 hit points. And Ard Boys was on them. They do get away. But very nearly taken out. Very nearly. 200 to 229. 2-1 cap for blue. Frantic non-stop fighting here. Warboss has to retreat through a whole bunch of stuff to get away. More Chaos Terminators hitting the field now. This time from Atlas. Only the single Nob squad around. The Warboss does not get away. It was actually damage over time from the Plague Marines. I think that finished them off alongside the CSM here. Orks in trouble. Spam Gits is the command from Morgan to combat these Terminators, of course. 200 to 209. Don't really have a source of plasma DPS, Orks, or Inferno DPS, anything like that. You gotta get those flash kits up. They have that psychic PvP damage, which does huge amounts to heavy and super heavy infantry. There's just the two squads. Yeah, they're almost level 2. 190, 209. Tons of red for GrimReaper could drop a nuke, which could be the difference. More Heretics on the way for Atlas. Needs that Nurgle worship support. 182 to 209. Can the Orks find a way back into this? More flash kits on the way for Morgan. Look at that damage to those Terminators there. Need more of that. More of that. Oh, is it just the one with the claws? I think so. Yeah. One with claws, one with autocannon, and one with no upgrade yet. Power bashing on the bottom for the Orks. This is Rostam, level 4 shooters, and they get it done. And a little bit overkill to come and defend this. And they didn't even do it. Now they've left the mid kind of undefended here. Here's the third flash kit squad getting their blasters up as soon as they can. Havoc's here getting deleted. I'm not sure what that was about. Maybe he sent them in to die for to free up some population. Okay, Space Marine is level 3 still. So close to getting level 4 though. They don't want to fight a Nob squad. And look at that from the flash kits. 145209. Nurgle worship as the Chaos Space Marines come back into the mid. Can the flash kits do something here? They're knocking each other over. This is a very, very tempting blob of heavy armor to shoot at over here. 144209. Late game Doom Bolts there. Nob squad in a very, very dangerous fight with Lightning Claw CSM. Looks like they will be okay. Getting away with 2 models there. Uh-oh. Flash kits got tied up by Chosen Plague Marines and go down. One of those guys down then. Rostam has some knobs of his own, not getting flash kits up. Painboy is level 3 here, doing a surgery on them. Usually you'll see the extra speed used. You give extra damage, extra hit points, or extra speed. I believe it's 10%, 10%, and +1 speed. Chosen Plague Marines should be okay with their death explosion yet. And here's the Nob squad now. You can see the extra speed there. 108, 209. Happy to engage. That's a great unclean one and a Nurgle Shrine. There's the rocks though. I was just waiting for that rocks. Might be able to take out the CSM. Yes, the CSM drop. But these Terminators are doing some serious damage. Flash kits are heavy infantry, so they are a little bit resistant to the piercing damage of those combi bolters, but not so much against the power melee of these chain axes over here. They do get away. Great unclean one is not going to be easy to deal with when there's Terminators also around. Like, what do you target here? It's going to be tough, but they got to try and coordinate attacks. Running out of VPs though, 75 to 209. That Graham King one. Just an immovable mass of flesh right now. Flash gets doing some damage though. He is super heavy infantry, so will take a lot of damage from him. Down goes the Warboss, trying for a decap. Gotta get on the natural maybe. Time for the Orks to transition to the top. Nob squad in a fight with Lightning Claw Terminators. Lightning Claw Terminators already quite low though. And these guys will get full momentum. And there's the Frenzy too. Full momentum from the hammers, I mean. It's a stacking buff they get as they swing and hit. But that's more Chaos Terminators coming in with claws, and they had to back the hell away. Would have finished those guys off, I think, if the Chaos Claw didn't come in. But he probably wouldn't have turned and engaged if he didn't know that his Chaos Claw was coming in the first place. Plague Champion back with his Plague Fist. Also has the Mucus Discharge, 42 to 209 on the VPs. Flash kits on the way now for GrimReaper. Nob squad trying to get a decap. They should be able to get it, I think. And they got this. I think it was these sluggers, was it? Not sure, but something died over there. Level 7 Kommando. Weird Boy taking shots at heretics, gets them off the field, but there's now Havocs there to suppress stuff. Just chaos stuff everywhere. They've built up some powerful armies here. 33 to 196. Single cap for the red chaos team. Looks like they have this. GG from Rostam. Double now. It was a pretty fun game. Sluggers taken out, trying to get the cap. Flash kits didn't really do the work that they needed to do. They needed like 2 flash kits from each player, I think. And then we would have been talking. But yeah. Can be hard for Orks when they're up against Lightning Claw Terminators. Don't really have Plasma or Power Melee. And even Knobs can't stand against them 1v1. What do we have over here? Level 5 Mech. Level 9 Warboss. Both down in the mid trying to cap it, I guess. Level 7 Kommando. Level 6 Plague Champion. Level 7 Chaos Sorcerer. And a level 6 Chaos Lord. Chaos continue to do very, very well in the faction wars this year. Seems like every year one of the factions cleans up. And this year it's Chaos. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And a big thank you to the players for taking part. I'll see you next time.